they bleep it out?
Well, I didn't say why is that, so it was just a guy breaking the rules. That was your rule breaker.
Did you hear what Phil said?
Oh, it could be, oh, I can't wait.
He's in the state of Washington. What's been legalized out there? He was joking with a reporter because the reporter had his feet up on a chair. He's like, "Oh, you guys are awfully relaxed out here in Washington." And then the guy was joking with him back, and he's like, "Is marijuana legal in this city here?"
And the guy goes, "It is, so keep your players in the know."
It was funny. It was good.
Funny.
So Iowa is a 7th seed. I mean, how much better are they than a 7th seed?
Well, we went through with our team last night. We said, all right, you hear on TV that they've lost 5 of their last 6. Okay, here's their games and here's the score. This is who they played against us. You know, what if we had Wisconsin? Like, what if we had Indiana? What if we went at Michigan? They won at Michigan by 10. Think about putting us in those situations. And all these games are close. They're a very, very good team that's playing good basketball. Beat a very good Temple team yesterday in overtime. So I think our guys are very cognizant of how good this team is.
I don't know your philosophy or really your coaching style here in this scenario, but do you dare bring up the pain of the last few years, not being able to get to the Sweet 16, or use it as motivation, as drive, or any sort of tactic here?
We don't use it as motivation, but we address it because the guys have to answer to it all the time. You know, so we address it, and part of it is that we can finally, all season we had to talk about it because everybody's asking us about it. So we addressed it all season and said, look, if we ever get to that spot, then we're going to have to really answer to it because everybody's going to be putting that in front of us. So let's deal with it then. So now we're here and we say, hey, we've done this before. What's the worst outcome? We've lost this. All right, it didn't kill us. So let's go have fun preparing for it, and let's give it everything we got and enjoy playing in this game. I do. You know what? Players are so different than coaches and administrators and fans. These dudes never have a problem having fun or being loose. They're loose.
You have trepidation about?
Yeah, I do, but they're on another level. They're on that whole level.
Any trepidation though when the kids go to bed at night, they might feel the weight of the pressure.
I just don't. I think kids are just wired differently now. I think they're so excited about playing in a game against a great team like Iowa on national TV in the tournament. Like they love the hype of all this. I sometimes have to calm them down about loving the hype, because when kids now, when they're recruited, these kind of guys, they play in big games. They play on ESPN in high school. They just love the moment, and I think that's what they get fired up about.
With Iowa's bigs in their rank, how important is a healthy Gideon Jones?
Priority number 1 was to win that game. Priority number 2 was get out of that game with him healthy, because without him, we'd be in trouble. We might need to play both big guys in that game because, Temple out-rebounded them, but when the game was on the line and we needed to get rebounds, Woodbury and Utah were keeping balls alive, and that really won them the game, and they won the game on an offensive rebound. So their length is going to be a big challenge for us.
How frustrating.
We watched that game last night, coaches did. What I remember is Gazelle and Utah, and all those guys look so skinny and young in that game. And you see them now, their strength coach did a hell of a job, man. They're grown men, they're beasts. So those guys were all sophomores, Jock was a freshman. They all played in that game. Really, the guys for us, Daniel, got foul trouble, didn't play a lot in that game. Arch, Josh, Chris played that game. So I just don't, our guys don't look like they're as big as those guys are now. They grew up a lot.
How frustrating is this stage